Let's talk some Alabama recruiting. There could be a 5-star coming soon. Tim Watts with Bama Online. Wanted to get your opinion on Xavier Griffin. Now, the 5-star linebacker decommitted from USC now about 10 days ago, and the team that I hear the most is Alabama. Do you agree that maybe the Tide are the team to beat for 5-star Xavier Griffin?
I do, but I want to say I still think there's a lot of recruiting left to be done. I think Christian Robinson does a tremendous job. In fact, he's as good as anybody in the nation with building relationships, like getting to know him. We saw Xavier with happy birthday, social media, and anybody with kids know that's not normal. I don't know if any of my kids know when my birthday is, so that's always a good sign that there's a pretty good relationship going on right there. Alabama did a good job. They went and visited him when they could, waited patiently to get a visit. Now, his commitment to USC was kind of out of the blue, and USC does that a lot with kids from the state of Georgia. So mainly we were watching to see if he would take visits, so he decommitted. Alabama is expected to get one of those. So, yeah, Alabama's dead in the middle of that, but I still think there's a good bit of recruiting left to be done.
All right, now we're going to talk about Alabama's big visit weekend that's happening the weekend of May 30th. But first, there's a major development on the quarterback board. Tell us about the newest offer.
Yeah, Alabama's here with Keelan Russell. They went and saw a lot of guys, took their time before they offered anybody. And once they honed in on that guy they wanted, they were all in on Keelan Russell. He was a lower 4-star rated kid, committed to SMU, ended up, being, some people's number 1 overall prospect in the nation. This year, a little bit similar, but I mean, you see this guy, Jet Tamala, committed to Iowa State. Not a lot of people was really talking about him, but when you turn on his film, I mean, he's 6'5". He's got a big arm. He's a basketball guy. Kind of reminded me of how I felt the first time I saw Drake May, who obviously was committed to Alabama at one point. A big arm, an athlete, a guy that's, still in the rim, very athletic. Committed to Iowa State, did a great job interview with us with Blake Byler the other day. Andrew Bones has some good nuggets, all that's on BamaOnline.com. And he's expected to visit. And I think he's going to start out, or at least his plan is take an unofficial visit and then possibly come in for an official visit. But it's moved rather quickly. And I mean, he's made it clear that Alabama was a huge offer for him. And that offer meant something.
All right. Now, he's not the only Jet that Alabama's pursuing. Jet Washington is set to make a visit to Tuscaloosa the weekend of May 30th. He's not the only big name. We got Booby Feaster as well. Tim, is this going to be the start of Alabama's run? We kind of saw this last summer when they got a ton of commitments during official visit weekends. Are you anticipating this summer to be as hot as last?
I do. I think they will. I mean, last year it didn't really pay off. It wasn't like they visited on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and committed on Monday, but it was where they set the tone.
Some of them did.
Huh?
Some of them committed on Monday.
Some of them committed, yeah, on the weekend. Some barely got off campus, but a lot of them, went on late into July. You saw, AK Deer was a guy that took a while on that. We saw some flips. We saw some guys moving around, obviously. But they said Courtney Morgan, great job of hosting visitors. All the coaches are very hands-on. All the people at Alabama roll out the red carpet. We've yet to hear of a bad experience, and that's not a huge surprise. It's hard to have a bit of, bad experience when you're red carpet, free food, hanging out, and everything that goes on, great photos. But they do a particularly good job of not only with the recruits, they do a great job with the people that come with them, mentors, the cousins and siblings. So this is when it really sets off. And I mean, Jet Washington's a guy a lot of people are watching. Obviously, Kobe Bryant's nephew, that draws you right to him as a prospect. He's a big guy too. I mean, I saw pictures of him, very long, athletic, going to probably project at safety, but I mean, the sky's the limit for him. And I mean, you look at Booby Feaster, a guy that reclassified and moved. John, guy we're watching closely. Alabama's been battling Ohio State, one of the top linebackers in the country from Ohio. And if you remember last year, Alabama won a battle against Ohio State with Justin Hill, who is heavily pursued by the Buckeyes.
Yeah, loaded list. Malachi Lee, Titan Davis. You guys have the whole list up on Bama Online. Go check that out. Tim Watts, thanks for dropping by on the Inside Scoop. We'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Sounds good. Anytime, Josh.